How many times have you felt overwhelmed by life, by the emotions flooding you, by the opinions of others, or by circumstances that seem beyond your control? Have you ever wondered why some people can face the hardest storms with unshakable calm, while others crumble even in ordinary situations? Here lies a deeply transformative secret. Everything we experience is shaped by our inner world. It's our perception that defines how life responds to us. Today, I want to invite you to uncover a profound truth revealed by Carl Jung, one that can change the way you live. The key lies in mastering your inner world. The reality you see is not objective. It's filtered through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. This is the true power of the mind. If we let unprocessed feelings like fear, anger, or sorrow control us, our experience becomes chaotic. But if we learn to observe these emotions, to understand and manage them, the outer world changes too. You'll discover how to cultivate such inner peace that nothing and no one will ever disturb you again. Before we dive in, if you haven't yet, give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss upcoming content to transform your life. What comes next has the power to change your perspective forever. Ready? Let's begin. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. The wind roars, the rain lashes down, the sky turns dark and threatening. This is the perfect image of our emotions when they spiral out of control. Suddenly fear, anger, or sadness takes over, and you feel powerless. You try to resist, to shout back at the storm, but only exhaust yourself more. Jung offers us another way. Peace doesn't come from fighting the storm, but from letting it pass, from seeing emotions as allies rather than enemies. When fear rises, don't suppress it. If you do, it grows stronger, like a pot under pressure, until it finally explodes. Instead, pause, breathe deeply, and ask a simple question. What are you here to teach me? This is what Jung called the inner observer. That part of you untouched by chaos, a silent witness. Like a lantern in the storm, it helps you see beyond turmoil and return to serenity. But how do we hold on to this calm? The answer is in the present moment. The past and future are heavy with burdens and anxieties you cannot change. Real power exists only in the here and now. When you live in the present, fear, anger, and sadness lose their grip. You act with clarity, not with reactivity. Imagine carrying a heavy stone, representing limiting beliefs, resentments, and the weight of the past. You've held it for years, convinced you must. But what if you simply let it go? What if you released all that no longer serves you? This is the art of letting go, freeing the energy that keeps you trapped in endless cycles of pain. When you release it, life becomes lighter, freer, and you realize it was always in your hands. As we begin to let go, the world around us shifts too. Situations no longer affect us in the same way. And what happens when you focus on gratitude, on those small moments that make you feel alive? It's like tuning into another frequency. When you stop listening to the noise of negativity and tune into peace and gratitude, transformation begins. Jung invites us to see emotions not as enemies, but as signals. Fear shows us where we need courage. Sadness whispers what must be released. Anger demands we draw healthy boundaries. Every feeling has something to teach us. When you realize this, the chaos of life starts to dissolve, and your inner peace becomes unshakable. Imagine facing a situation that normally triggers you, a conflict with a loved one, or a challenge at work. Instead of reacting, you pause, breathe, and step into the role of the silent observer. In that instant, you realize you are in control. You're not a victim of circumstances, you choose how to respond. This inner awareness changes not only your emotions, but also your entire perception of the world. What Jung revealed is that everything you see is filtered through what you carry inside. What once seemed like an obstacle can become an opportunity for growth. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, is an invitation to discover something new within yourself. Picture living without constant inner battles, without thoughts dragging you back to the past, or anxieties pulling you into the future. Imagine living in peace with yourself, no longer fighting to be perfect or good enough. That is the gift of self-knowledge. The inner work of understanding your mind and emotions gives you the strength to move forward even when the world seems to collapse around you. Jung reminded us that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, step by step, day after day. What matters most is intention. Each morning, set the intention to choose how you will respond to life. With that simple act, you step closer to the person you want to become. In truth, all we ever have is the present moment. Emotions and circumstances, though powerful, cannot define us, unless we allow them to. As Jung taught, true peace is born from awareness, from the ability to observe what we feel and think. We are not victims of the world. We are creators of our inner reality, and through it, we transform the outer one. Remember, it's not about repressing emotions or fighting them. It's about accepting them, seeing them as guides to areas that need healing, change, or growth. Each time you pause instead of reacting, each moment you choose awareness over impulse, you move closer to serenity. You are the director of your story, not just the actor dragged by every scene. And here comes the big question. Are you ready to stop being carried away by external storms and begin living from your inner calm and strength? If your answer is yes, then your journey starts now. Every step you take toward awareness and self-knowledge leads you to a life where balance, peace, and authenticity guide you. Practice curiosity, introspection, and acceptance every day. Over time, the noise of the outside world fades, because within you a new balance emerges, one that nothing and no one can shake. That is true power, the power of living from your center. Now that you know this spiritual secret, it's your moment to shine, to be that calm, centered presence that faces life with serenity, knowing real control is within you, not outside. If this video inspired you, please like and subscribe for more content to help you transform your life. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for being here and for walking this path of growth. Remember, the power to transform your life is already in your hands. Begin now. Until next time. As we reflect on these teachings, it's impossible not to hear the echo of the East. For centuries, Eastern wisdom has spoken of inner calm, mindful awareness, and the balance between mind and spirit. Jung, from a different tradition, reached the very same conclusion. True power is not about changing what happens outside, but about learning to dwell within ourselves with serenity. Like the lotus blooming in muddy waters, or the bamboo standing firm through the storm, we too can discover a quiet strength that nothing can break. This meeting point between Jung's depth psychology and Eastern wisdom reminds us that beyond cultures and times, we all share the same journey, to live from our center with clarity, balance, and peace.